forward past the Wild All-Star Weekend. It's time to begin the second half of the GAMERNR Sportsman Series season, and we'll be kicking it off with a pair of shootouts at Atlanta Motor Speedway. This is Race 1 of the Cracker Barrel Atlanta Double. Based off of the races last season, AMS has built a reputation for being flashy and spectacular, as both events in the doubleheader ended with a last lap pass. Joining me in the booth today is Peter, and before we see what Atlanta has in store for us today, the start of the second half comes with a higher importance in point standings, and we are starting to see some drivers emerge as contenders for the championship. So Peter, do you think we have an early championship favorite, or is it still too early to tell?
Momentum is huge in a series like GAMERNR. I take a look at Kyler Sestrai, second in points, fresh off the win in the All-Star. For a new team and a new driver, they're definitely exceeding expectations, and if this rookie can keep impressing, they can't be counted out. Also, one team I'm watching closely week in and week out is Nova Sport. They've got two strong driver and car combinations with Roger Ray and Zachary DeLello, and while they're still in the hunt, any bad run can kill their chances. They're 4th and 5th in points respectively. We've seen a lot in the short history of this league so far, and there are many people looking to feel their edge out over the competition today.
On the topic of that Nova Sport duo, one of them qualified in first and the other 31st. The one sitting on the pole is Roger Ray, who set a qualifying time of 27.442 seconds. Just 4 thousandths of a second off of that time is Lotus Espirito in the number 63. She won the last race at the 1.5 mile track at Kansas, and it looks like that speed has carried over to Atlanta, which races much differently. Who will rise in the point standings? Who will fall victim to the unpredictability? And will we see another one of those fantastic Atlanta finishes? Green flag is out. We're racing in the doubleheader. The lead changed hands between the two Nova Sport drivers of Aiden Smith and Roger Ray. They are still fighting, heading into the back straightaway. Now Roger Ray top of 3 wide as Aiden Smith clear of this mess behind him.
Boy, Nathan Stapleton really digging on the bottom right alongside that white line, trying to get the top spot. He's going to do it when they come to the line. Not quite clear yet. Now he is. Steven Colon pushing as well. He's going to look to the inside one. We were 2 even lines, basically the first 2 laps, but now we're jumping around 3 wide, really tight, 4 wide even as they come through 2.
That was a wild save by, I think it was the 63 Desperito, but wow, she'll get shuffled back there. But meanwhile, battle for the lead, the 28 of Kirsten Martinez going for it, another 25, but now Aiden Smith trying to come back once again after being shuffled out. Already a whole lot of battling early on. While the pack is still formed up, we got to go back there with some contact between those guys back there. Unreal.
Lane Thomas really mixing it up there through the pack. Lexi Herman trying to dice it up. Here comes Evan Hunter as well. But, I mean, we still got racing up at the front, if I do believe. Let's take a look. Aiden Smith's going to get it this time by at the line. Scores up there in the scoring stand are going to be busy this race.
Yes, they are. Already so many lead changes, so many changes for position as they are still double file, a few rows deep back there, but this front 4 for the most part, single filed out. First one to make a move is Jefferson, but now up here, back once again, the 28 of Kirsten Martinez trying to go under Aiden Smith. These have been the 2 battling for the past couple of laps, but Steven Colon trying to join the fray.
Colon played it patient. He could have made it 3 wide, waited for the 28 to clear before he looked underneath the 89. It's a smart race, and then it's a smart driver as well. As you see, doesn't really force the issue on the 89 that time, runs his line on the bottom, leaves the 89 the door open, and Aiden Smith says, I'm going to take that. He's going to look to the inside of the 28 this time for the lead. Doesn't get it at the line, but will get it through 1 and 2.
And Steven Colon is lurking. He's looking for his chance to pounce, and this might be it, but no, the 89 gets a run off the middle. But now he'll be able to get second away with a push from Evan Hunter, right to the back of the 25, but now as he slides up, leaves room for the 11 on the inside, cautions out. It's the 36 and 15 involved, as well as the 10 of Landon Thomas, a few more back there. It was the 89 of Aiden Smith to lead them back to the line. Caution out for the first time today. Calamity in turns 1 and 2. We'll get a replay of what happened and bring you back to the restart. Heading into turns 1 and 2, the 02 of Thomas Bellagio, 3 wide, slides up, lack of grip, really been big in the Sportsman Series. That pushes Peter Onjak up into Skylar Taylor in the 15. They both head up the racetrack and into the outside wall. Now Skylar Taylor is going to get the worst of it here as they come down the racetrack into the 2 Slipstream McClure cars. There's Landon Thomas, and there's the 17 of Lynn Bell as the 15 gets bucked around on the apron, spinning up towards the outside wall once again, but does not end up hitting it. Who does end up hitting it is the 10 of Landon Thomas. And a couple of these guys done for the day here at Atlanta.
So coming into turns 1 and 2 here at Atlanta, the 02 drifts up into the 36, takes the 15 with them. Not what either of those two needed, especially as well for the 17. A lot of cars in this wreck, deep in the point standings, not going to help them any. But hey, the fans in turn 2 got a nice show of smoke and debris and rubber flying around in the air. So I guess somebody can win out of this accident. But we'll get back to the green here shortly, I think.
Here's the one to go. Down the backstretch at Atlanta, we will have Landon Thomas starting on the inside for this restart as the 69 of DJ Reed out with an ignition issue. That's another finish outside the top 30 for him. But no one else out from that accident. Aiden Smith, Stephen Colon, the 11 of Evan Hunter, the 48 of Jay Jefferson, and the 28 of Kirsten Martinez all up front. Your top 5 will have to deal with the 10 as we come to the green flag pace car down pit road. Lap 12 about to get underway at Atlanta as we are back racing. The top 2 get a good restart, leaving the 11 in the dust, but here at Atlanta, it's pretty easy to catch back up. They've still got a whole lot of time.
Definitely with how these cars race at 1.5 miles, you're going to see them group up, and that little bit, see, coming down here to turn 3, it's gone. The 11's already back. The 48's going to be back even quicker. He's looking to the inside. Won't quite get there, though. Yes, he will. Says, I'm forcing the issue. I'm getting through. And here comes the 25 as well. I think they're teammates. 25, Stephen Colon looking underneath the 89 here, down into turn 1. Does he make the move? No, going to hold off on it.
And Cologne's been doing very good at peaking, but not making overly aggressive moves so far. But as the JJ Motorsports train marches towards the front, you got the 25 and 48 trying to catch that leader. Aiden Smith up high. He is in danger of being passed on the inside. Cologne trying to make the low line work, but here's Evan Hunter with his teammate, Kirsten Martinez, in the 28 car.
25 looking for the lead, going to get it off the corner. The 11 and the 28 dicing it up behind them. And you got to set up, we're only not even halfway into this race yet. We don't really know who's got the quickest cars. Could there be people sneaking up through the field? You never know. The 25 snuck up the racetrack completely, nearly hit the wall off of turn 4. The 89 going to be fighting it back, pumping it up, trying to get that lead back, and he's going to do so here on the bottom, but Cologne's not giving it up without a fight.
And you got to watch out for that high line. Washing up the racetrack almost into the wall is what cost Kirsten Martinez this very race last season. And now she looks to go to the front. They're trying to go 4 wide for second here. Oh, they will. Look at this down the front stretch. Looks like second and third will get clear of 4th and 5th. But, Hunter shoots it past Cologne, and Cologne falls back. Intense racing back here for second on back.
And look at this. Where did he come from? Zachary DeLello, the 29 from the back of the field, up to third already. And the 11 nearly pushing the 28 up into the wall. The 63 says thank you very much. 2-for-1 special there on the bottom. The racing is absolutely monumental today at Atlanta. And the best thing for the viewers at home, you're getting a second one of these.
As now the 89 moves up the racetrack, DeLello trying to the inside of Jefferson. That's going to give the 63 an opportunity to dive it down low. Look at the block that DeLello made. But through 3 and 4, will it pay off? Will DeLello try to make a move on Jefferson? He's looking, trying. He'll get to the inside, but going lower is Desperado.
Big move there from the 63, trying to find a line, trying to groove search contact nearly between the guys racing for second, but in the wall was Evan Hunter. Not what the 11 team needs, as they're still dicing here for second. DeLello can't find the grip in the middle, has to drift off. You have to think that that 29 car may have burnt their stuff up just a little bit, carving their way through the field, and that might be why they can't quite stick it on the bottom anymore. Caution is out.
And it is the 45 of Lane Thomas. And I believe that is it. So it might have just been a single car spin, bringing out the second caution of the day. Smoke in 3 and 4 it looked like, but a lot going on that last restart. There were so many guys making contact, hitting the wall, ramming into each other. That's what racing's all about here at Atlanta. And man, oh man, is this racing action-packed, but sometimes it leads to accidents, and we've got another one on the racetrack. Lap 19 under the yellow flag once more. 3 and 4, you see the 45 has some sort of issue there. Going into the corner, slides up into the 62 of Benedict Murder IV, and now watch this, the 04 slides on by. And now, with the banking here, this high banking, the 5 gets by, the 02 gets by. Still some more, the 17, the 15, they both get by this accident, but just barely by the skin of their teeth.
Coming through turns 3 and 4, something happens to the 45 here. I can't really tell from the cameras if something happened to the suspension of that car. Maybe some of the weight ballast didn't fell out or got loose, but something really upset the 45, shot him up the hill into the 62. And we're lucky that that wasn't bigger, because a lot of these cars barely snuck by. I mean, you're going so fast here at a track like Atlanta with the GAMERNR package, and you only have so much time to miss wrecks, but thankfully everybody did a good job there.
So Aiden Martin all the way back here on the backstretch, but he sees this happen in front of him. He's going to take some heads-up action. As he notices the 45 start to come down, swerves down low. Oh, I think there was some contact, though. I saw that car bobble just a little bit, but I don't think it did anything too major to that race car. All right, slowing it down, watching as the camera focuses on the 5 of Aiden Martin. Let's see up the racetrack just a little bit. And there's the smoke from the 45 up there. Yeah, there was some contact. That car did bobble, and it nearly shot him back up into the 62, but fortunately that did not happen. But as the camera pans, you're going to see that that 5 does not have a major scratch on that side of the race car. So, I don't know. Maybe some internal damage to that number 5 Toyota. Maybe not. We'll have to see. Alright, coming back to the green. Our second restart of the day. Aiden Smith will lead them. The 10 once again down low. And Aiden Smith did have to come down pit road, so that is why he is at the tail end of this field. 31st place. But behind Smith, we have Lotus Desperado, Zachary DeLello, Jay Jefferson, and the 42 of Carlos Sastry. That is your top 5 for this restart as the pace car goes in. Back green with 11 to go at Atlanta.
Orderly restart, orderly so far. Aiden Smith leading, Lotus Desperado just a little bit lower, getting a lot of clean air put onto the left front of their grill. Now looking to the inside, trying to fend off DeLello as they make their own move. DeLello says, no thank you, I want to go lower. I want to pass my teammate and get the lead from you as well. What a move by Zachary DeLello to swoop underneath to get the lead. Jefferson trying to follow, can't clear off the corner just yet.
And now he is clear by a couple car lengths as these two battle, almost make contact right there between the 63 and 48. But man, this race, the intensity has ramped up. These guys know it's time to go as the two JJ Motorsports drivers, Stephen Colon and Jay Jefferson, once again showing that it's time to shine for them as Cologne trying still to battle for third, trying to get a podium spot. Look at that move by the 42 Sestrai under the 28.
42 knows how to get it done at these mile and a halves, making some big money moves right now. Spread out at the front, but the racing's tight here in the top 5. Vargas, Ray, and I think that's Stapleton back there. Yes, it is trying to add themselves in the mix here late. They know that they want to get a good finish today because that'll make the invert tomorrow worth it.
Up here it is the 63 of Desperito on Cologne, but we got to go even further. The battle for the lead heating up. Jefferson trying to close in on DeLello as they go down the backstretch. Jefferson trying to go a little bit lower through 3 and 4. As the 29 slides up, he'll have a good shot getting the draft on the front straightaway. As the 29 crosses the lead, we've just got around 7 to go at Atlanta. Here's the 48 making the move.
And even though there's a lot of passing, there's a lot of action, once you get the lead, you can hold it. DeLello's proving that. That was a commanding charger on the high side through 1 and 2 to hold the lead. So it is go time, even though you're 6-7 laps away from the finish. Make your moves now, put yourself in the best possible position, because something can go wrong at any moment. Capitalize while you can. And that's what J.H. Jefferson thinks, because he wants to answer back and get the lead for real this time through 1 and 2. Just can't do it. Has to back off, goes lower, finds a mistake. Oh.
And he'll peak down low, but man, one of those times DeLello got real low through 3 and 4. That allowed the 63 to enter this race. So now we could have a 3-horse race for this win as Jefferson scoots on by the 29. Now just lap 29. This is 5 laps to go in this race. The top 2 still trying to pull away, but you saw the 3rd place car lurk. That was Kirsten Martinez in the All-Star race. Almost won that race. Finished it sideways though. And it was Carlos Estrella who won that race. But now for the lead, the 29 DeLello going for it once again on Jefferson.
Rolled the bottom perfectly, but can't get the run on the high side off the corner. Jefferson fighting back. Fantastic Atlanta finish could be on the line here today, folks. With this burrito says, I'd like to be a part of that. I'm getting up here into this race mix. May have saved her tires just a little bit for this final 4-lap push. Roger Ray, Nathan Stapleton lurking in the wings. They're still in fighting distance for this win. Don't count them out just yet, but the top 3 are really putting it together right now.
And that was a big moment for them. They caught back up. They're going to gain a decent bit of time on this front few. But DeLello, he's got 3 car lengths at least over that 63 is now. Desperito with that same move just can't hold that bottom as much on the inside without having to let off the gas just a little bit. Jefferson saw that. He knows he wants to get past that 63. We got another lap. Oh, that's the 10. That's the 10. We're catching Landon Thomas again. And this could get the rest of the pack back into it if it slowed down DeLello enough, but I don't think it did. But either way, they are trying any way to reel their way back to DeLello.
They're fine. They got by him fine. That was the best chance to catch him, but DeLello likes what he sees in the mirror. They're going 3 wide for a second. Roger Ray can't get there. Jefferson full commit through the corner, but he's going to need a whale of a run to catch up to Zachary DeLello here, coming around for the white flag.
White flag is out. 1 more lap to go at Atlanta, and it's not over till it's over. Last time we were here, we saw the top car throw it away through these 2 corners, but it's not going to happen here for DeLello. Jefferson not far, not close enough to that number 29 as DeLello rolls the bottom. He's got this win in the bag. Career win number 2 for Zach DeLello. He gets it at Atlanta. Jefferson will have to settle for second.
What a
Desperito
drive.
third.
What a drive from Zachary DeLello. I mean, you saw that early on in that race. All the lead changes we saw. And DeLello came from deep in this field. Passed almost everybody out there today to get it done. And he got the lead and he never looked back. Jefferson, a lot of challenges in him. Drove a great race. Unfortunately, though, only one man can win. And he comes home second.
And you got to look back there. Someone who's trying to make a run for this Championship, Roger Ray, 4th in points. Now 4th in this race. That's higher than any of the other points contenders. He could make a run at a top 3 in points after today, but not far behind is the 42 of Carlos Estrella, who is 2nd in points, maybe trying to catch back up to Kirsten Martinez, who finishes 12th. But between those two, the 49 and 42, is the 67 of Nathan Stapleton. Needed that good run today. He's trying to vault his way back up from 23rd in points. Aiden Smith in 7th place. 8th place goes to Stephen Colon. Not really a good show for what he put on today, but still a top 10 regardless. And how about this? The 31 of Hector Garcia sneaking in late, ends up getting a top 10, 9th place. And 10th is the 99 of Colin Teague. Rest of the order, the 53, 28, 5, and look at that. The 5 car ends up rebounding to 13th. Christian Vargas, 14th. Evan Hunter, 15th. Ricky Freeman Jr., his streak of top 10s comes to an end. Mathis Wells in the 03, 17th. 18th is the 18 Nunez. 19th, McClure, and 20th is the 16 of Nathan Chiani. So that is it for the first Atlanta doubleheader. If you liked what you saw, we're going to come back here in just one day and see another great show at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. As Zachary Delos, we saw that he can come from the back. He'll have to do it again in race 2. We'll see if he can complete the sweep at Atlanta, or will it be someone else who is fast like Jefferson, Desperito, Ray, or Stapleton, or could it be someone back here who also had a fast car like Onjack, or maybe we can see what the 69 of DJ Reed has for the leaders once he takes the pole in tomorrow's race. But for now, thank you for watching the GAMERNR Sportsman Series. We'll see you next time.